this election season.
Bite into a crispy bag of Ronpaul! Ronpaul will change taxes into constellations! Ronpaul will censor kiwi! Ronpaul promises to move Monday to Tuesday! Ronpaul is now 2 inches taller! Ronpaul eats bananas horizontally! Ronpaul knows your dad by a different name! Ronpaul planted this tree! Ronpaul doesn't know how seahorses work! Ronpaul consistently has an even number of hairs on his head! Ronpaul automatically falls asleep when he smells coconut! Ronpaul opens his mail with a slingshot! Ronpaul finished his mashed potatoes and wants more yams! When Ronpaul opens a window, a griffin flies in and steals your children! Ronpaul doesn't know what his legs look like! Ronpaul smells like balloons! Ronpaul is never in the same city twice! Ronpaul is not Rutger Hauer! Ronpaul invented goat's milk! Ronpaul doesn't have a basement! Ronpaul's bones are made of blood! Ronpaul doesn't believe parrots are real! Ronpaul uses the word gravy in every sentence! Ronpaul will chaperone any field trip to a florist! Ronpaul turns invisible on March 8th! Ronpaul learned Thundershock! The state of New Mexico was named after Ronpaul! The Ronpaul lawn pole happens on Yom Kippur! Ronpaul went that way! Get him! Ronpaul died last year! Ronpaul is voting for Herman Cain! In a fight between Ronpaul and Ronpaul, Ronpaul would lose! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's the Ronpaul bird plane telling you to vote for Ronpaul! Vote Ronpaul 2012! Vote Ronpaul 2016! Vote Ronpaul 3016 and 1916! Eat that, Zorblux Kerfnay and Woodrow Wilson! When you think Ronpaul, think Ronpaul! Ronpaul is Ronpaul in Ronpaul!